Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. And I think Lars and I had the exact same plan for today, so hopefully you can learn something new from me. Happy New Year, everyone. And it's that time of year again, as we've heard throughout this meeting. Show of hands, how many of you have a New Year's resolution? How many of you have already abandoned or slipped up on that goal? Put your hands down. All right, so some hands went down. Well, don't you worry. If you lowered your hand, then you are in the majority. Nearly 2/3 of the people who set New Year's resolutions actually abandon them within the first month. So whether you have a resolution or you're still procrastinating to think of one, like I am, I have 4 techniques to help you turn those resolutions into goals, as our Madam Toastmaster pointed out, and maintain those resolutions this year, or at least make it past the first month of January. Physical and mental health goals are some of the most common resolutions that are set. Some examples are eating healthy, getting more sleep, meditation, self-care, maybe exercising, maybe some weight loss. These are just some common examples. These all seem really wonderful resolutions to me. So why do they not succeed? The issue is that too often people set vague goals, like I would like to lose weight. And as a result, that sets us up for failure. And maybe you have a lot of experience setting goals in the past, and you've heard of creating SMART goals. And if you haven't, SMART is a mnemonic that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. For example, let's say that we all want to lose some weight. The SMART mnemonic help your chances for you to succeed. So if we were to work through the mnemonic quickly, the S stands for specific. Instead of just saying, I would like to lose weight this year, we could say, I want to lose 12 pounds. Measurable. So throughout the year and at the end of the year, we could use a weight scale to track our progress. Achievable. You could break the goal down into smaller milestones, and maybe you could say, I want to lose 1 pound per month instead of all 12 pounds at once. Realistic. Your goal is to lose 12 pounds. It's not to lose 25 or 50 pounds, which could be unhealthy and an unrealistic amount. And lastly, timely. By breaking it down into smaller milestones of losing 1 pound per month, you could stay on track throughout the year. SMART goals is a valuable exercise and what I would consider a good baseline tool for goal making. However, I want to discuss 4 additional techniques that is maybe a 2.0 to goal setting that has worked well for me in the past. The first technique is to make your goals visible. Be able to see them every day. This past year, I put my personal and professional goals on a 3x5 note card and I put it next to my bathroom mirror so that in the morning when I woke up and brushed my teeth, and at night when I was getting ready for bed, I could see them. And it was a great reminder to me every day of what I wanted to work on. You can be a lot more artistic than I was. I just plainly wrote them down, but you could even draw a picture. And that can activate a different part of your mind and it can cement that goal into your mind. The second technique is to journal about your goals. This can help you brainstorm about your motivation. You can write about how it makes you feel and that could in return help with your confidence. You could also journal about if you don't achieve your goal, how would you feel? And that can lead into motivation. The third technique is to share them with friends or family. It can help you to be accountable and make them real goals. Last year, I wanted to read a book every 4 months. So I told my wife about it, and she would ask me every once in a while, how is that book reading going? Because she would see my book right next to my nightstand that never moved. And so it would keep me honest and get me back on track. And whenever I finished a book, I would say, good job. And that gave me some more confidence to continue on with my goal. My last technique is just to simply take action, even if it's a small step. So say you want to learn a new language, just try to learn 1 word a day. If you try to learn the entire language in 1 day, that would be impossible. Learning that 1 word a day can create a sense of progress, and you don't need to start with a huge step. And a saying that I've heard in the past that I really like is, how do you eat an elephant? Well, you eat it 1 bite at a time. Make sure to celebrate those wins and make sure to review your goals and modify them based on your needs and desires. So in conclusion, when thinking about your goals this year, whether you have one, several, or you're still thinking about what your resolution might be, I would recommend starting with the SMART mnemonic as a baseline. So specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. But I would also try to incorporate the 4 techniques that I discussed today that worked for my goals in the past. Make them visible, journal about your goals, share them with friends or family, and then lastly, take action today, even if it's a small step. Ultimately, find out what works well for you. Try to maintain your resolution past January. Then you can pat yourself on the back and you can know that you've done better than 2/3 of other people making resolutions this year. And lastly, you can think of your goals as your personal lighthouse in the distance that can give you direction and sometimes our treacherous seas of our lives. And it can also help with the dystopian world that we live in, bring light to bring light with our wonderful resolutions. Good luck with your goals, and I'm eager to hear if any of these techniques work for you this year. And if you found new ones, I would love to hear about them as well. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.